Jack, there's a few frustrated faces in there, but I think you've done your best to try and pick them up, give them a bit of perspective.
I think it shows where we're at as a group at the moment, that they're frustrated and disappointed that they haven't won the game. But as a reminder to them that we came away from home, kept a clean sheet, been good defensively in terms of limiting the opposition to very few opportunities. I don't think the Fears had saves to make within the game, and then created a lot through the course of the match as well. So and another day I think we could easily win the match. We haven't done. It's a point that keeps that points total ticking over. But I'm pleased that they are frustrated, but it is reminding them that there's a lot of good things about today as well.
Fine lines in the final third maybe as well. I think Martin Boyle's one of, if not the most fouled player in the league. He maybe doesn't do himself any favours in the first half trying to get his shot away.
Well, I think the first one is a penalty. I thought at the time it was, and watching it back I still think that. People might have a different opinion of it, but I think the fact that he stays on his feet, I think he's off balance because of that, and it affects his finish. But we didn't get it, but we respond to that by still creating opportunities, and there was a mixture of not being clinical, the opportunities, goalkeepers making save, misfortune in terms of hitting the woodwork, but we pushed as hard as we could, and we continued to make opportunities and tried to make full advantage of the last 10 minutes. We had the man over as well and created further opportunities in that period as well.
To see a few faces in there, you would think we've lost the game. Is that a sign of how far they've come, but also the standard they're holding themselves to?
Yeah, I mean, I was a bit critical of them at half time. Although we had created the first half, I still thought there was bits of our game we could do better, and I actually thought we did. It sounds a bit strange because we probably didn't create as many clear cut opportunities second half, but I thought our overall play was improved, and that's because we're striving to keep reaching these high standards every single game and in each part of every single game, and they buy into it. To be fair, they take it, and I think they responded to it. So I was pleased they did that, and I don't want them to be flat. I want them to be striving to win every single game, but recognising when they've done things well within the match as well. And as I said, the defensive side excellent, and then creative good. It was just that ruthlessness in the opposition box that let us down today.
You got maybe 5 or 6 bodies back late in the week, which probably isn't great in terms of preparation, but do you see a spring in the step of some of the boys that have been involved maybe for the first time with their country?
When they came back in, I thought they were in a good place because we trained with a smaller group on Thursday because some were still recovering from the Cove game and we were still patching the squad together a little bit. And I think it has been a boost for them. But equally, our prep time for this game was way down on what we would have normally, just because we really didn't have the full squad till yesterday when our fear came back. So I'm looking forward to a full week now, looking forward to getting back to the degree of normality. We've got a tough schedule of away fixtures, including the game at Hampden, if you classify it as away from home as well. And hopefully over that time we'll get Jamie and we'll get Dre back in the fold, and that helps us as well, gives us more options either to start games or coming off the bench. So look, overall, given we're away from home, given the number of players we've had missing and not been with us over the last 10 days, I'm pleased with what the players produced today.
And hopefully Josh available maybe later in the week?
Yeah, we're hoping that by Thursday he'll be in with us in training, which will give him a couple of days before the Kilmarnock match. Would all been well, would mean that we could include him in the squad because he's a first team player this season on merit, and that's how I view him. So being without him, it's kind of under the radar a little bit, but being without him for this period and being for today is a blow for us as well.
Thanks, Jack.
Thanks, Kenny.